Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now 2nd and 3.
There you go, stop. 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And a throw in the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll drop the throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. Hard running at the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range.
A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Looking to put a drive together.
19. Come on. Press all 80.
They go play action with Willis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ready? Ready?
They'll run. Here's S2W8. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
Willis with a quick throw out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Hey, go.
Willis on the sneak. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer as they go down the field in mid-time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Now Willis. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That is incomplete. The Dolphins at 3-4 on the year coming into play. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
Now Willis to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
44-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cut 19. Here we go. Set. 19, 18. 60 even. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Here's Willis. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. 79, Broncos.
Now Willis to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Willis is going to throw once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On the set.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Cowboy 80. 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Willis looks to pass it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19. 18.
Willis will look to pass again here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cut 19. 60 Vikings. 60, 19 Lions.
Willis will look to throw it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochoa. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And take him down just shy of the 40.
They'd love to just start back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
60 Bobcats, go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Come on.
Back to throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
19.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18 Cardinals.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Ready. Cougar 19. Dragon 6. Buffalo 18.
Willis. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 62 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Panther 11, Panther 80. Trap 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That'll be caught by Cup. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Tennessee Timberwolves. Panther 60. Mustang 19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Come on. 6, 18.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He hits Adams complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him.
Touchdown! Trey McBride as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. action. Willis. They're going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Not Cougar 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Street. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Last play of the half, Willis. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Achane. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. 60.
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Got it. Ready?
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready?
To throw, here's Willis. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go, Steve.
Here's Willis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
On the set. Roll, roll, roll. Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Let go.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Bronco 80. Go.
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter, drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Come back to, come back to. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let go.
Willis looking to throw it. He'll dump this off to Achane.
So the completion good for 7 there.
Pose